Yes, I know you are trying to get married. I know you are ready for marriage. But are you matured? Okay, it's not about age. It's not about being, rich, having money, having cars, having a good job. No. Maturity, is more than on the list is if you believe in divorce. There are some men that go like, once I get married, if the woman is what misbehaving, I'll just go my way. I'll just divorce her and then move on with my life. And other men even think about bringing in a side chick. They're like, well, if my wife is misbehaving, doesn't take care of herself and all those things, all what I will do is I'll just go and look for a side chick somewhere to satisfy me. Bros, you are not matured at all. If you even have the mindset of getting into marriage and believing that you can divorce when things are not going well, shows that the lady you're about to marry is not the will of God for you. And if you're even in marriage and you are behaving this way, it means you are not the matured person. You are not the matured one in this marriage. I want you to, see divorce in the light that Christ portrayed it for us. Divorce is not good. Divorce is bad, okay? Divorce is deadly. Divorce so especially when kids are involved. And if you're not even thinking about this and you think that once I get married, if the thing is not working well, I will just divorce, it means you're not ready to put in the effort. You're not ready to be responsible. You are not ready to, work hard for your marriage. If you have this kind of mindset, then it means you shouldn't get into marriage. And if you are married right now, please try to change your ways. The second thing on the list is you are beating your wife. You are a wife beater. Say it. It's just bad. It's just so wrong. I would want to find out, if you do mistakes, do you cane yourself as a man? Do you insult yourself as a man? Do you rain terrible words? Do you physically abuse yourself? If you are not, then why would you abuse your wife? Why would you beat your wife if she would offense you or does a mistake in the home? You are treating your wife as your mate. You are treating her like your children. Your wife is not your child. Your wife is not your mate. Your wife is... The Bible says that treat your wives, love your wives, treat them well. They are from you, or we are from you. God took a masonry from you and created us, so we are like partners. So if you love to beat your wife, if you love to cane her, you are so immature. A wife beater is so immature. Maturity level is like a child. You have to stop beating your wife when she offends you or does a mistake. The third thing I want to talk about is complaining, comparison. If you are yet in a relationship or in courtship and you are starting to compare your supposed fiance with another woman, tell her, look at this person, look at this woman, look at the way she behaves, the way she dresses, look at the way she does this, look at the way she does that. I know you can sometimes refer your wife to some positive things to help them upgrade themselves, but if it's in the form of an insult, like comparing them and asking them to go out of their way to do things that they cannot do, like children will go out, see other parents, their friends, see how they do their things. They come and tell them, mommy and daddy, look at so and so, this is what they are doing to their children, and you as a man, you've gotten married and you are doing this. You are so immature. And any sister out there who has this kind of feature in a man, that man is so immature. You have to pray about him, or better still, talk it out. You love to get away. Show me a man who doesn't sit in his house, and I will show you an immature man. A man who loves to run away when there are issues in the house. Some days ago, somebody called me and then told me that he has run away from the house. Why? The wife saw some messages on his phone about he and some other women, and it was a heated argument. So he had to travel all the way, like thousands of miles away from the house. He is running away. There are some married men, they never sit in the house. Every evening they're in drinking spots. Every evening they're in the clubs. Every evening they're in the bars. Even if they don't drink, they're outside of the house. They will never sit in the house and help the child or help their children with their homework. They will never play with the children. They will never reason with the kids. No communication whatsoever with the wife and with the children. This is so immature of you. How do you expect your children to learn from you? How do you expect to rule, to be responsible of your family if you're not even around to see the things that are happening? Always love to get away. The home is a place that is terrible for you. I don't know why, but that is so immature. A responsible man, a matured man will come from work and would love to be with his family. He will not go anywhere. And it's so lovely when your husband is always around. He comes from work, he eats, you chat, you have fun, play with the children, and it's just so, that is a godly family. That's what I'm trying to explain. So please, if you're somebody who loves running away from the house, doesn't stay in the house, doesn't sit in the house, you're so immature, and I pray that you come out of this. Next thing on the list is a boastful and a proud man. A man that when there is a little argument, he starts to say, do you know who I am? Do you know I am the head of the family? Okay, you've already lost it if you're starting to tell your wife whom you are. A boastful man, the Bible says that what pride before a fall. If you're so prideful, so boastful, nobody can talk to you. Your wife will have to be bending down. Oh God, yes sir, always crawling on the knee, always do so immature. And that was how my mother used to treat my father. What about if that's your wife tells you that my mother never did this, and so I cannot do it? What would you say? Your wife is subjected to treating you in a way that, she'll be offended, but she cannot. Oga, come out from your high horse. Come out from your high horse and start to reason with your partner. Start to reason with your wife. Okay? A man who loves withholding money from the wife as a punishment. You are so immature. So immature. I don't know how to even explain it for you to know the depth of immaturity that you have in your life. Or yeah, so immature. Why would you refrain money from your spouse just because you want to punish her? So immature. Hello sisters out there, if there is somebody you're going out with right now or you are courting with right now, and when you have least understandings or when there are arguments, he starts to withhold certain things that he knows that are very important to you, he is so immature at that moment, and you should advise yourself about that. Okay, he has no decision of his own. An immature man is always running back to his friends, running back to his colleagues at the workplace, running back to his parents, running back to anybody else apart from his wife to solve his family matters. Guess what? You have God. A godly man runs to God when there are issues. A godly man looks up to God. He prays. He goes on his knees when he cannot come up with solutions. That is what a godly man does. But if you're a married man and you're always running out, seeking advices and counsel from ungodly people. Someone reached out to me and said, Oli, my husband has some ungodly friends, and ever since he got those friends, there's never been peace in the house. Show me your friend and I'll tell you whom you are. That is it. You cannot tell me that your best friends are smokers, they are drunkards, and you will never sip any wine or you will never sip any alcoholic beverage. So having your wife with you is the best thing that could ever happen to you. So whatever situation that you have in the house, learn to solve it with your wife. Don't you run out there seeking for counsel, seeking for help when you have your wife right beside you. They are I'm trying to say, wives are your partners. They are your helpmates. And if you cannot let them help you and you are seeking help from outside, you're so immature. Okay, so a man who does not support his wife. When you married your wife, she was talented, she was gifted she was intelligent, she was a career woman, but you decided that no, I cannot support this woman. If I support this woman is going to be higher than me. This woman is going to achieve more money than me. She's going to get a better job than me. Oh, you are so immature. So immature. Why would you think that if your wife earns more than you, or your wife has a better job than you, it's going to affect your marriage? Like how? That's so immature of a man to ever not support the wife because of this ideology. I know that when a woman's get money, the money is for the home. She takes care of the children. She buys what your money is not able to buy. She compliments you, okay? She supports you. It's not every time she will come and give me money for pad, give me money for children's socks, Latrogen is finished, Pampers is finished, there's no milk, there's no bread. When you are coming, she'll give you a full list to buy things. No, when a woman has enough money, she will support you and take care of the home even when you are not around. But if you have that mindset that if I should support this woman, take her to school and do all those kind of things for her, then no. You are so immature, Oga. You're so immature. Okay, I know of a lady who got married with a secondary school certificate. 20 years, she still has a secondary school certificate. Why? Because the man is not ready to support her. If I support you and you start working, men will start running after you and I will lose you. I don't know what to say to this, but you're so immature, so immature. The last thing on my list is a man who never says sorry, a man who never apologizes, a man who never comes to terms with you with his wrongs and love to just sway it away by I cook something for me to eat, or how was your day? That's their apology. No, you are not doing the right thing. You're so immature. I know men who open their mouths to say, I'm sorry, I won't do it again, please forgive me. Open your mouth and tell your wife you are sorry. You're so immature to think that, hey, as for women, when you start to, let them know that you have emotions, they take advantage of you. Really? That's so immature of you. I would rather prefer a man who offends me and tell me that he is sorry than a man who offends me and then gives me money as he is sorry. No. Tell me you are sorry and then I would be happy with you. So in all of these lists I have mentioned, kindly take out the ones you do and then work on it. The single sisters out there who are yet ready to get married, if any of these lists is found or your fiance is wanting in any of these lists, please rethink about your decision. Okay, bye.